Jason's on his way to the Hawkesbury district, 2 hours' drive outside Sydney, where records show that William Cox received his first grants of land and used his good relations with convict labourers to develop a substantial agricultural holding.
Australia is a relatively young country. Australia was a sort of a new frontier, I suppose. This country is built up on its achievements of individuals rather than bloodlines, so there was bound to be the opportunity to sort of be something in a relatively classless society.
By 1810, 10 years after he first arrived, William Cox was not only one of the largest landowners in the colony, but also a successful property developer. He was politically well connected too, and was appointed magistrate for the Hawkesbury district that year. Jason wants to find out just how deep these connections went, and is on his way to the State Archives at Penrith. Archivist Emily Hanna has been looking into how Cox managed to build on his success.
So here we are, we've got a document dated the 12th of July, 1814.
And this book is what?
This book is the Colonial Secretary's record of government and general orders for that time period.
Emily has found evidence of an ambitious project sanctioned by the governor at the time, Lachlan Macquarie, which involved William Cox.
Government and General Orders, Civil Department, 12th of July 1814. The intention of His Excellency the Governor to send in the course of a few days a working party to commence the construction of a cart road from Emu Plains across the Blue Mountains to the extensive tract of Champagne. Champagne?
I would have thought Champagne.
Champagne?
Yeah.
William Cox, Esquire, of Clarendon Park, having in a very handsome and liberal manner made a tender of his personal service, His Excellency has accordingly accepted of his proposal. The construction of this road being considered an object of the first importance to the future prosperity of the colony. So I guess this is basically saying that he's put Cox in charge of basically
building that road. Yeah.
The first main road.
Road over the mountains, yeah.
The Blue Mountains.
The Blue Mountains.
Wow.
Yeah, uncharted territory. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Why was Macquarie so determined to get this road commissioned and built?
At this time, in 1814, New South Wales was in the grip of a drought, and they were running out of water, they were running out of crops, and they needed to find somewhere else on site, well, in the country, where they could grow food rather than having to ship it in from overseas. And obviously he couldn't keep doing that all the time. It's much more sensible to have the food here, so he needed to find that route across the mountains to that wonderful land that...
I'm interested to know if the road's still there with modern...
Well, I'm not actually sure if the road's still there or not, so...
Maybe I need to go and have a look.
Maybe you do.
In 1814, what we know today as Australia consisted of just the small colony around Sydney called New South Wales. The rest of the continent was sparsely inhabited by indigenous Aborigines, but remained unexplored and uncolonised by Europeans. The existing colony was hemmed in by a huge mountain range, the narrowest point of which was the Blue Mountains. Up to now, they had only been crossed by surveyors on foot. On the other side, they discovered vast plains of fertile land and rivers of fresh water, which were vital if the colony were to expand and survive. Cox's proposed 101-mile road was seen as the lifeline that would save New South Wales. Jason wants to see for himself the scale of the problem that confronted William Cox. So he's headed towards the mountain range. Cox handpicked a team of convict labourers. Working before the invention of dynamite, armed only with pickaxes, shovels and gunpowder, they would be attempting to take on dense forest and cliff faces made of sandstone and granite.
Wow. That is insane. To attempt to actually build a road across this landscape is absolutely awesome. Takes your breath away. Absolutely takes your breath away. To think Cox even thought he could take on such a task to build a road to what is essentially a promised land on the other side without knowing exactly where you were heading. I mean, unbelievable. The drama of just looking at this is bottom line man against nature. And I guess the next question is, you know, I can only assume that it was a big possibility that he didn't make it. I don't know.